G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 9 of our Lightning Caster Paladin playthrough. Where this episode we're going to be heading into the Gloomwald. We'll be starting Ashes of Malmoth. But one thing I did note is that, well, my Aether resistance is quite low, and even with Steel Resolve up, it's only 65%, so I need at least another 45%. And the easiest way to fix that is with, where are we? Aether Souls. And this brings me to something that I've been wanting to kind of discuss for a little while, because I'm looking at what these need, and I didn't have it, so I have actually just been and done 4 runs through Warden Krieg's laboratory. And this is the reason why I say you can never have enough of these things. So that's 48 Aether Crystals. Let's actually go back to the bank, and I'm just going to temporarily toss these on the floor, so I don't have these. Also going to toss these. So my ectoplasm and cracked lodestone. I picked up 5 of these while I was farming these Aether Crystals, so pretend I only had 2, and then I took the ectoplasm out because I want to make a point here, but 11 ectoplasm is, yeah, it's fine. So Aether Soul itself, what do you need? Well, you need an ectoplasm, and you need 3 Wrathstones, and you also need 3 Aether Crystals. So if I want 2 Aether Crystals, or Aether Souls, sorry, for my for my amulet and my medal, then I need 6 Aether Crystals for just the final combine. And then, well, let's pretend that I didn't have enough ectoplasm. We've got what I need 3 of those for each ones. Hang on, Aether Soul. Alright, we're just distracted by the dishwasher. Yeah, so I need 3 ectoplasms, which are themselves 3 Aether Crystals each, and I need 6 of these to make the number of Aether Souls that I want. Okay, so ectoplasms, alright. What about Wrathstones? Wrathstones are 3 Aether Crystals themselves, and they also need 3 cracked lodestones. So all told, I need 9 cracked lodestones. And they're each 1 Aether Crystal. So that's 9 more Aether Crystals. And then the Wrathstones need 9 each, and then the, they need 3 each for 9. But basically I need 48 Aether Crystals to make each of these Aether Souls. So I'm not going to waste them, so I will come back here and pick up my my ectoplasms and my cracked lodestones, so I guess it kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, 48 Aether Crystals will make you 2 Aether Souls. So let's just go ahead and do that. What do I need? 6 Wrathstones. Well, I don't have enough cracked lodestones, and I had even fewer before I went and farmed all these, so cracked lodestones, of which I need, it was 9, will make me 1, so I need 18 of these. Okay. So that gets me my 6 Wrathstones. Then I need, I already have the ectoplasm, so that's another, it would be 6, but I'm not going to spend them. And that's my Aether Souls. So from 72 down to 37, and I had ectoplasms, and I already had some cracked lodestones as well. So this is why I say you can never have enough Aether Crystals. Hopefully you won't have to go and do a farm like that, but just remember, every time you decide you want to swap an Aether Soul over to a Black Tallow because you're heading into a Chaos area and you need the resistances, or you're going to fight the Logorian and you need the resistances, every one of those Aether Souls that you throw away or destroy is 2, maybe 2.5 runs of the Warden's Laboratory worth of crystals. So that was one thing I did in between episodes. The other thing is I killed Martin a whole bunch of times, and I eventually got this one. This is the one I'm going to end up using. I was just looking for Of Squalls. Aggressive is really good, but I was not looking for that, so I'll take it. I just wanted the Of Squalls, and I swapped the pants over. I had some legendary pants with like 30% lightning damage or something on them. So I swapped to this one. And that's my that's my intro for today, I guess. Oh, the other thing I need to do, I need to put a component on my gloves. Which is, where are they? Do I not have any? Oh no, there they are. So the Unholy Inscription, I'm using this for the bleeding resistance. Ideally, I would use probably, is it this one? Yeah, Spellwoven Threads is probably, in a perfect world, I would use these. But I value resistances more than pretty much everything, so we're going with that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we're off to the Burridge Village, and we're going to head north. So we're just heading into the Gloomwald, which, for anyone who's been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that the Gloomwald is my favorite area in the game. It's sort of dark and brooding, but also it's a really good place to farm, which I'm not really going to do this time, but I will take you on a bit of a tour of the area, because XP and also those treasure troves and totems are actually a really good source of gear. I'm kind of hoping for, I don't know, maybe something with lightning procs. How do I not have... I haven't talked to Creed. Okay, let's go talk to Creed. Hopefully remember not to clear my rift as well. Oh, this is... yeah, we're going to get a purple item from Creed here. So maybe we'll get something nice. We got an offhand... well... I guess I wasn't expecting anything great, but I would have liked something good. I didn't want to see that. That was the wrong button. There we go. Okay, we accept his quest. We accept her quest. Her father has a potion that I want, so yes, we will rescue him. And that is really disappointing. Oh well, it is what it is. We're not going to use it. Maybe I'll blow it up. I'll probably forget and just vendor it. Okay, back to... where are we? Here we go. Now that we've actually got the... what are we actually using for this? Is it pendant? Keepsake? Okay, the pendant will get rid of that. Alright, alright. And now we fight the Guardian, Dralgar here, the Keeper of Burridge. He's going to go down pretty quickly. And let's just get rid of them. There we go. Okay, so level 42. Now there's a couple things I want to do with this. This is not one of them, I'm just having a look. Things I want to do, I want more points in Steel Resolve. And I want to get Resilience. I also want to get Vaya's Might. And I want to make a beeline for the Guardians of Empyrean, and specifically Celestial Presence. We do have +1 here as well, so that is... offensive ability would be the reason to take that. No, we don't want that. I think I'm going to take 3 points in Steel Resolve. Steel Resolve is actually kind of broken for what it gives you. So the main thing I'm using it for is the Aether and Chaos resistance, but percent damage to Chthonics and Eldritch is really, really good. I don't know why Ethereals aren't on that list as well, but, you know, it's already broken with just those two, so I guess it's kind of good. I think if it had Ethereals as well, it would be kind of like Inquisitor is mandatory for every build in the game sort of thing. Probably not, but it's really good. So we'll take that. I do want to get Resilience, so maybe I'll get Resilience next level. But both of them are really, really good. Also, with the Ghost Crabs sort of coming up in, I guess, the middle, towards the end of this section, we will be changing the belt, which means I'll be losing +4 to Steel Resolve, which is not great. Okay, so we're in the Gloomwald, and here is the rift. This is probably the rift I've used most in this game. Probably Devil's Crossing actually, but this is a rift I use a lot. So I come into this area to farm not all of my gear for my endgame characters, but this is where I do the majority of it. Sometimes I get bored doing the same route, and I go and do other stuff. But this is what I do to farm gear at level 100. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time and blow up all these plants. Now, the plants themselves, the reason I want to blow them up is vine rings. A really good vine ring is something I will be looking for, because I do want to replace the blue that I have. The blue I have is not great, but it's kind of like the best thing I've got so far. What do we got there? Cold and Vitality, and this would be really nice if it was an Ugdenbog Waste Guard instead. It's not, so it's not. Big collection of plants here, so I'm going to, like I said, spend the time to blow these up in the hopes of finding this guy, Virulent Growth. Now, I'm not 100% sure that he will drop me a ring, but I think they have a better chance. Anyway, I want the vine rings. They've got good base stats, and maybe I'm wrong about this one, but they seem like they drop a lot of lightning stuff on the vine rings, so I can't say that for sure. I could be wrong about that, but it's one of those kind of feels true sort of things. Okay, nothing here looks like something I want to use. You look like something I want to kill though, so do you. Alright, let's go ahead and eat that. Herald's Ward, I think I've had that whole set now. Herald's Jacket, I'm actually wearing the Herald's Jacket. So the 2-piece bonus for this would be really nice, 20% Aether and Chaos. Unfortunately, +1 skills is way better. Okay, like I said, spend a little bit of time. We're going to go through a lot of these plants because I want a ring. Give me a ring. I just want a ring. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I want it. How's he almost dead? There we go, living ring. Let's have a look what we got. Life touch to vitality. Sorry, void touch to vitality. Okay. The reason you want these rings is basically the skill points, if they're good for you. The skill points are not amazing for this build. We may use Word of Agony for a devotion procer later, maybe. I'm not sure. But these are life and regen. I think there may be a different... Well, there definitely is a different base as well. I thought it had life regen on it, so I probably have a different base. Okay. Into the sewers. Oh, before I go in here, the basic idea of this little bit is you run down from the rift, you loop up here, there's a treasure trove right here, there's a totem right here, then you come into this cellar door. Then you realize that you missed Nane's stash, and you go back out the cellar door for the second time. First time through here, you do want to come into this building and pick up Nane's stash. It's in this little crate right here. It's always there. We'll give you the quest to go find his stash, which does put a giant yellow star on your map, so it's kind of hard to not find his stash, but that is what it is. You're going to find it. It's got an exalted chest behind it, so guaranteed blue or better item. Let's just kill these off. We'll get the plant as well, which is nice. Okay, and they're all dead. Alright. Now, in the Decrepit Cellar, there is a 50-50 chance on whether you're going to get this totem or not. If it's not here, it will be in the other cellar that I will point out as we run past it and don't go in. This has 2 spawn locations. One of them is here, basically. An Ancient Spirit Totem is going to spawn... Usually it spawns the skeletal monstrosities and such, these things. And it looks like it has this time as well. I should have put a 4th one down. Alright. Down he goes. What do we get? Elixir of the Ancients. That's actually a pretty good potion. So, it's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking it was attack and cast speed. Still decent. 40 offensive ability. Even ignoring the physical damage, which we don't use. It's still pretty good as a potion. So yeah, 50-50 on that totem. There's also a 50-50 on the treasure trove being here. It will always be either right here, or it'll be down here. Be able to see it from here, I think. It's the next little bridge. Okay, this little section here, you may find Avarice Levine. She's a singer from the late 90s. She hangs out here, gives occasional concerts, and she'll kill you. She does a lot of vitality damage. She has like a Nova type vitality burst thing, and also she has a shotgun type sort of, what do we say, it's about 30-degree cone that she'll shoot out. It's got 5 projectiles. If you are a melee character and you happen to be standing in front of her, she will blow you to pieces with that thing. So if you find her, one, tip her because she's a great singer, but also be careful because she will kill you. This is the other location for the treasure trove. There's only 2 spots and it will be there every time you come through here. So let's grab that. Everybody's dying of cringe at my terrible joke there. It's alright. I tell jokes to amuse myself. If it helps with anybody else, great, but that's not the point. Those crabs, I've never seen a ghost crab there that I can remember, but yeah, maybe there's ghost crabs there. You do want to kill any ghost crabs you see. I'm just going to poke my head in here because I realized just now while I was thinking about it actually that I have no idea what's in this building. I have been in this building before, but I guess the fact that I don't remember anything being in here is probably because, well, there's not anything in here that's worth coming in here for. I just figured I'd have a look. Okay, then we continue to the north, and this is one of the spots where the treasure trove can spawn. And also, my little rant at the start of this episode about, do I have one? About the Aether crystals, also applies to Ugdenblooms. These little stumps will give you either 0, 1, or 2 Ugdenblooms every time you click on them. And you want to click on every single one of them. If you need handguards of perdition. This set, I swear it's everywhere. If you need any of the end game components, and you do, if you need a conduit, this build I don't believe uses a conduit, but if you need any of that sort of stuff, you are going to burn through Ugdenblooms like you wouldn't believe. So make sure when you can get them, that you do get them. Alright, there's a devotion point, and we're going to put that into the behemoth. Where are we up to? Do I have the activatable? I do. This is going to go on resilience once I have that. What do we got? Regen, increase healing effect, armor, and health. I do like armor. We are kind of not really stacking armor, but we do have pretty good armor at the moment, and making it better is probably a good thing. The Perdition set, I don't care about the 3 or 4 set bonus, and I don't really care about the 5 set. I can't use the 5 set because it removes 2 of our core MIs, so it would need the helmet and the shield, and these are core MIs. I would say the 3rd core is this metal, and +1 skill amulet is really, really good, but I probably wouldn't call this core. The actual item itself doesn't matter. You could use any other amulet that had +1 to skills, and it'd be fine. So yeah, I wouldn't consider this core, but the helmet, the shield, and the metal definitely would consider core. Okay, so we'll go up here, we'll take care of these crabs. And by take care of, I mean we'll throw a mine on the floor behind us and keep running. Could be a totem here. It looks like it's going to be... Did I already kill it? I can't remember. I think I killed it here. If it wasn't there, it'll be up to the northeast. Just over here. So if you remember, that's where the totem is, that's where the devotion shrine is. There is a rotting stump right here. And if you remember what I said about Ugdenblooms, you probably want to hit that. Okay, there is the father that we've been sent to rescue, and like I said, he's made out of skill reset potions, or devotion reset potions, I can't remember which. So we do want to rescue him. Can you give me a nice living ring? Please? Please? No. Ugdenbloom, I'll take it. Alright, this is probably the most dangerous little section of this area. Especially in Ultimate, because Pakla's here. And when you get here in Ultimate, you can have a pack of 3 heroes here. And also, if you happen to be farming the Wendigo bosses for, let's say for example, you're playing a pet Kabbalist. I don't know anyone who would be doing something silly like that. But let's say you're playing a pet Kabbalist and you need to farm them for their medals. You can also have one of them spawn here. So 2 sort of super uniques, I guess, with the skulls above their heads, and then a pack of 3 regular heroes as well. This spot here is probably the most dangerous spot in the Gloomwald. Or at least it can be. Even without the quest Wendigo that pops up, 3 heroes plus Pakla is not really something you can ignore on most builds, certainly not on a leveling build. Okay, this is Nain's stash. If you didn't pick up the note back at the start, you won't see this, you won't be able to blow this open, and you won't be able to come get your free welfare blues that you're going to turn into iron bits. But hey, maybe you get something good. Maybe you lucked out, got better gear than I did from that. Alright, and last one. Boom. This little trapdoor here, the cellar door, if you didn't find your totem in this first little tunnel here, it will be in here. And if you didn't find Avril in there as well, she'll be in here. It's a different concept, but, you know, she's still good. Okay, and then if you didn't find your totem yet, it'll be up here. I'll be honest, I don't really know why I came up here. I could just point it on the map, but here we are. No, I came up here to get this heroic chest. Yeah, that's it. Alright, and that's the Gloomwald. That's the full tour of all of the points of interest in the Gloomwald. By far my favorite area in the game to farm. And I do just kind of like the dark, spooky forest vibes. So, there we go. Alright, on to the second part. So this is Gloomwald Crossing. And there's actually a decent amount of stuff in this area, even though you can come through this area, kill Carax's Fowl, and then go straight to the Coven and do nothing else and interact with nothing else in this entire area. But you'd be missing out on a bunch of Ugdenblooms, and a few cool little areas as well. So, crabs, we don't care about. Okay, this one, you see it has a red outline. This is a trap. So this is a golem. Sometimes your stumps are traps. It does mean you don't get your... I'm quite upset that there's 2 in a row now. Because it means you don't get your Ugdenblooms. So you've got 2 here. And then if you head south here, if you just continue up there, that's your Carax's Fowl. You head up, you head down, you're done, you're out of here, you skip the whole area. But this is part of my Ugdenbloom farming route. So I'll run through it and then I'll go over it on the map at the end. But there's this little secret area here, completely hidden, no one knows about this except me, which has a stump in it. It also has usually a pack of 3 and a hero on ultimate of these things. So usually you'll get 1 or 2 Ugdenblooms from that, you'll get 1 or 2 from that. There's a hidden spoil the first time you come in here. There's also occasionally another pile of stuff. Looks like one of the stumps, but it's like a pile of broken bits of sticks and stuff like that. That's in there. So this little section here, you can often get 3, 4. So I've had 5 Ugdenblooms from there a couple times. Obviously you're going to get more on Ultimate because Ultimate gives more of everything. And then there's this one here as well. Go on, chase me, I dare you. Then you head over this way, and just down into this little light section. And then we just leave a few little extras for those idiots to run over. And this is the last one. Now, I did make a video way back at the start of the channel. I think it's called something along the lines of, "So I hit 100, now what?" and it's a farming guide, and it does include this route. So this is the first half of my Ugdenbloom farming route. Start at the rift, run over here, blah blah blah. 1, 2, down here into this little hidden area. 3, maybe 4, 5, 6, but let's say 3. Across here, down there, that's 4, and then down here to 5. So there's 5 stumps in this area. There may be another one that I'm not aware of, but those are the ones I know about. I like to think I would have found them while I was making that video, but, you know, maybe not. And then you teleport to the... what is it called? The Ugdenbog. And then you run south and go through the Ancient Grove and such. This little trap here is good as well, because usually you get more of the big chunky guys, and the big chunky guys drop Ugdenblooms when you kill them sometimes. So it's nice to kill them. But generally don't expect to find heaps of stuff from that. Okay, into the Den of Caraxes. Now this is a guy we're actually sent here to kill. This area is a big figure 8. I'm going to go under at the bottom here, because I know there's a couple of ghost crabs that spawn here. There they are. And there's a pretty bad chance to get the belt here, but it could happen. Hasn't happened today, no belt for me. Decent chance of a totem here. I believe this is an ancient savage. It may only be a forsaken. Maybe it's only forsaken. But there's a totem there anyway. Or at least a good chance at it. And here is Caraxes, so let's go ahead and kill him. Is he going to come over here? There we go. Okay, a few extras there. Now he will always drop the +1 to Soldier Skills belt, which is unfortunate. The +1 to Inquisitor's skill belt dropping crab with 100% chance is in the mine next door to Barrowholm, which I don't think we're going to have time to get to today, but maybe. If not today, definitely tomorrow. So we're going to be collecting a whole bunch of +1 soldier skills belts, which, I mean, I won't say they're worthless, but it's not what we want. And then you just either go out the way you came, or you continue on your figure 8. And did I pick up the heart? Yes, good. Okay, and then from that point, we head actually over to the right here. Yeah. More crabs. Don't really care. You could go back around the way you came as well if you don't want to fight all this stuff. But I'm a little behind on levels. Not the end of the world, but I would like some more XP. And then if you just tuck in this little way here, got a few Wendigos to kill on the side. There you go. And then basically hug the right side. You hug the right side of the wall here, and you will end up in the Coven. I like to check those little bits that stick out on the map, because oftentimes they will lead you to little secret areas. I was pretty sure there wasn't one there, but, you know, it's worth a check. Yeah. Let's get a little bit of move skill on the go. And you can see the Coven is popping up there in the map. You can see all their merchants start showing up. There we go, we made it to the Coven. So let's go ahead and empty the inventory. You will unfortunately have to watch me do this time. Let's see. You know what, I think I will hang on to the perdition stuff. See if I can finish the set. And you know what, I will also hang on to that one. No, I won't. No, there's no point. Okay, so I'm just waiting for level 46 basically, and I can put that on, and that's about it, I think. Let's get some free XP. So we'll talk to Garadia here. Okay, and we have a deal. That's 43. I think at this point we take 1 point in resilience, and then I'm going to swap Giant's Blood over to resilience. What this does, if you have a look at Giant's Blood, 88% chance when hit. Whatever your chance is, it's fine. But basically, this triggers when you get hit. If you have this on, for example, Aura Essentia, which is an always-on thing, then anytime you take any amount of damage, so you walk over a patch of fire and it does 20 hit points worth of damage, it can trigger this huge heal, massive regen effect with a very long recharge. And basically what will happen is you will waste this early in a fight when you haven't taken very much damage yet. And then later in the fight, when your other procs or cooldowns and whatnot are exhausted and you would want to be using it, it won't be up. So having it attached to resilience itself will actually only trigger, if we have a look at it here, this will activate when your health drops below 66%. So you're going to be almost half dead before your Giant's Blood kicks in, and then the Giant's Blood will immediately kick you back up and then provide you a regen effect. Okay, also, as long as we're in the Coven, there's a couple of things to grab. First one is this weathered chest with a diary. Then if we head across here, if you had rescued the witch back in the Blood Grove, she would be here, and she would have a quest for you, which is just immediately completed, gives you a bunch of reputation and XP. I don't know why, I'm not sure when I stopped rescuing the witch on my way through, but I have not rescued her for quite a while. But yeah, free XP and reputation if you do, and then there's this little book here, and this hidden stash here. Right. And now we are done with the Coven. You can pick this quest up or not, it doesn't matter. We are going to rescue the witches out in the swamp. And there's a bunch of quests we're going to do as we get to them. Now, if you kind of don't know where you're going, it can be hard to do all the quests in one go. You're going to end up coming back and they'll, you turn in a quest and they go, oh, we're going to send you to this other place that you've already been to. Shame you didn't do the quest while you were there because you didn't know it existed. So the basilisks will drop Venom Gaze Bile. You want to make sure you pick that up. Then we want to head over here to the right, and we're looking for a door to pop up on the map. It should be right about now. Yep, there it is. So Janaxia's Den is where we want to go to. And there's another thing you can do. If you were so inclined, you can head down here to the south, wait till you hit the wall, and then just follow the wall, and you will come to the Ancient Grove. Standing at the door to the Ancient Grove is the Avatar of Mogdrogan. You can talk to him, he will give you a skeleton key, and the implication is you're going to take that skeleton key and go and do the skeleton key dungeon and kill the last boss and complete his quest. But you don't actually have to do that. You could just take his key and leave. So if you're maybe in Ultimate and you're running out of skeleton keys and you want to keep farming, you can pick up a free one there. Or even if you just want to pick up everything on your way through, that is something you can do. I'm not going to do it because I generally don't farm skeleton key dungeons unless there's an item from there that I specifically need. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it. It's an extra step that I don't have to take. So, secret little stash there. And we are here for Janaxia, so let's go and kill Janaxia. Shouldn't take too much effort. We will have her stand in one of our seals, just so she takes less damage. Alright, there we go. Thunderstruck, Enchanters, none of this is any good. Okay, that's basically the first quest when you leave. We will go turn all this in at a later point, probably after we get to Barrowholm. But if you just do all the quests on the way through, you can save a lot of time. I don't have a Wendigo Spirit, and I kind of don't expect to get one, so I may not be able to rescue Ugdal. But there is a quest reward that gives you a Wendigo Spirit, so you can come back for him. Alright, so once you've done Janaxia, we basically just want to head north. these guys, so... Like I said, I am a little behind on XP, so I don't mind spending a bit of time to kill a few extra things. Sure, I like totems, why not?
I can't do that yet.
Totems seem like they're basically free XP at this point. There's another piece of the Perdition set. So I haven't had the whole set at this point, but I have had, I think, 4, maybe 5 pieces. And with Forgotten Gods, we could transmute this. We could have 4 pieces now, because we've got duplicate shoulders. I'm looking at the stats and wondering if I can be bothered swapping it. It's a definite no on that one. Yeah, not really. Minor differences. Not really worth going out of your way to swap. Okay, so we just head north now. The next thing we need to worry about is finding the rift. So if you see any rotting stumps that aren't red, go ahead and click on them. And otherwise just head north until you find the rift gate. We'll be killing these ghost crabs. And also these plants. And I see something that is beautiful over there. Another rotting stump trap. I see 2 ghost crab heroes, which I am really excited about killing. Where's my belt? Goal, the Stormcaller. Where is my belt? Alright, fine. It's alright. If I don't get one by the time we get to Barrowholm, then the Naxxon Shade at the end of the mine is guaranteed 100% to drop one. I'm very disappointed that I don't already have it though. Okay, I want to kill these guys. The Leaf Mains, I think I actually need a Leaf Main Alpha specifically. But the Leaf Mains drop the other part of the quest for that Venom Gaze Bile. Ring? Ring? You got a ring? No. Ghost crabs. I'm not expecting to get the belt from these guys, but it would be nice. Yep, doesn't look like it's happening though. That's alright. Got another Ugdenbog. I'm happy. Well, happy-ish. There's another one. Any of you coming back? There we go. No dice, unfortunately. Crabs, don't really care about, but hey, we'll kill them anyway. Giant's Blood rank up is definitely good.
Yeah.
And we may as well wipe out the rest of these. Decent XP, not amazing, but decent. And like I said, I'm a little behind on where I would like to be in levels. Okay, we're into sort of the top half of the Ugdenbog now. And what I'm looking for... Well, Leaf Main Alphas firstly. But what I'm actually looking for is the Rift Gate. So I guess we're not technically in the top half yet. But it should be, there it is. I was going to say, it should be popping up any second here. There it is. Okay. From there we head to the left, and we kind of go up, and we're going to walk into Laria's den, which is not important for us yet, because we don't have the quest to fight her. Or warn her that the Wendigo cult's trying to kill her. But we don't have that quest yet either, so can't really mess with her too much. Apparently a basilisk and a wall is enough to trap the character. But what we do want to do is we do want to walk past her house, leave her a gift if she tries to leave, and then we want to check just down here to see if the undergrowth is here. Now this one doesn't show on the map, so you will actually have to run over here and look. And there are, I want to say 3, maybe 4 places it could be. This is the first one you want to check. And inside here, there is the boss at the end who we want to kill. Whose name I forget, because it doesn't matter. And there is an Exalted Chest. Now the Exalted Chest is always in the same spot. Oh, there's also a totem as well, which I'm obviously going to do. The Exalted Chest is always in the same spot, which is nice. So every time you come through here, you come in, you do your quest, you maybe do your totem, and then you guaranteed an Exalted Chest, which is very nice. Alright. Oh. No Perdition set piece. Did see the hand mortar recipe though, I'm pretty sure I already have that. I don't. How do I not have that? Oh. Wrong character. That's how I don't have that. You idiot. Alright. Let's continue onwards. And there's one little section in here that gets me every single time. I'll point it out when I get there. I'm thinking about it now, so maybe I'll be smart enough to not walk straight into it. Or maybe I'll just walk straight into it anyway. This is your Exalted Chest. It's always here. Zolhan's Battle Plate may actually be worth using. This is the bit that always gets me every single time. I will walk into it deliberately, just so you can see it. Come on, walk over the mine. There you go. So you're running around here, and you want to kind of follow this up and around, so you just... Oh, it didn't do it. What? I think this has actually moved this thing. So normally what happens is you get to here, and you keep trying to click here, and it kind of traps you between this plant and the rock, and you can't go anywhere. But it's letting me through this time. I think that's actually pushed it out of the way. Of course it would happen the one time I'm actually talking about it when I'm recording. Alright, there's a little secret over here. So you can come in here, and there's a cache and a body. I think the cache is random, but the body's always there. So nice little stash of free stuff. And then the boss in here, is it Malostria? Silvaria, not even close. I don't actually know what Silvaria does. I've never had any issues just standing in her face and blowing her up, so that's what I would recommend doing. And she's already dead. Oh, she sunders. How about that? That's a living ring too. Okay. Alacrity we don't care about. Consecrated I'm thinking I don't care about either. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Alright. Elemental damage is nice. Damage to undead is nice. Energy regen. No. Alright, you can run back out that way if you want. I'm going to take the rift and run back this way. There's a whole lot less stuff to get caught on. And I just prefer going this way. If you didn't find the undergrowth there, what you want to do is you want to head up the right side here, and you'll find... Well, you may find it. There's a few different places it could be, but if you hug that right wall, there's a good chance you may find it. Because I've already found it, I'm going to head up and to the left, because that's where I'm going to find my witches. Although I actually sat down and worked out where the witches are, because for the longest time, that could be good. 50%. It's not great, but it's not bad either. For the longest time I would come through here, and every time I would say, I miss the witches, I think they're over here, and they'd never be where I thought they were. But if you just go to the Barrowholm Rift and head south, you'll run into them. And it's really that easy. So, I went and figured it out. Why did that pop? Alright, Marauder's Talisman, front-loading rifle, bunch of stuff to sell. Where are we up to? Blueprints. Got them. Okay. So the only two things I need to worry about at the moment is I need to find the Rift Gate to Barrowholm, which is just run north. If I head left here, the witches are just going to be right here. See? I told you I figured it out. So we'll rescue the witches. And I think that's it, actually. Because I've already found the undergrowth. I can't rescue Ugdal. Totem's not here. Yeah. Alright, did I already get the leaf main alpha whatchamacallit? Yep. Yeah, so we're done. If you don't find the undergrowth while you're looking, sort of hugging the wall to the right, there is another spot over here that I will point out when I get to it. That's Barrowholm. So, right here, potential Chupacabra spawn. Obviously not a normal, but, you know, maybe. I think it's this one, but it may be this one. One of these two trees, anyway, has the final spawn point for the undergrowth, so if you haven't found it, it may be there. Okay. 4 trees, or 4 flowers packed nicely together. And we've got the burning bloom here, which is lovely. I've been trying to spawn these in the hopes of getting a good ring. It hasn't happened. I could go into the Ancient Grove. I could burn that ring from Mogdrogan and go in there and vendor shop one. But I don't think I want it that badly. We do have Elite accessible pretty much whenever I want it now. This is the one I wanted, so Vine Ring. +3 to Rune of Callister. 2 resistances, which are meh. So that's the base I want. I probably will go and vendor shop those in Ultimate, but I think it's kind of a little bit of a waste of time to do it in Normal. Okay, let's get rid of that one. How does that affect our resistances? We lost Elemental, we're fine. And we lost Poison, which we're still fine. And I don't even need the Soul Shard for Vitality, so maybe we can look at something like Frozen Heart, just to get some extra health. Welcome to Barrowholm, and I'm going to leave the rest of this section for the next video, so I'm going to cut it out here. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.